Sisters and brothers, welcome along for another ride. You're with Jamie Newell on Life and Perspective, episode 3. Today I'm going to have a quick chat with you about health and fitness and just some basic views on how I see things.
So if you've been following my Instagram or my Snapchat stories accounts, then you'll see that I've been spending a lot of time in the gym recently. And it's not just because I've been doing a lot of filming with the bodybuilding guys. Have to keep up with them. But I've got designs on running the New York Marathon again next year. Now, in the past I've run 5 marathons: New York, Berlin, London, Chicago, and Amsterdam. I've decided that I'm going to go back to New York and run that one again. Previously, when it's come to training for marathons, I've just run my way through it, and I've cut weight and stuff through running. But a lifetime of playing rugby and running and all different things, football, my joints aren't what they used to be. So I've taken to going to the gym. I've been going to see Eddie Abue from Olympian Gym in Hempstead to cut my weight through diet rather than pounding too hard in the gym to try and give myself the best chance of saving my knee between now and the marathon. New York Marathon is the first Sunday in November every year, so obviously it's quite a long time between now and then, 12 months, but I thought I'll get a head start by trying to cut weight through diet rather than pounding the streets, which is what I've always done in the past, is just hit the road and just crunch those miles in. Now with my knee, it's not always that great when it comes to doing long distances on concrete, so I usually go cross country. When it comes to a marathon, it's always on road and tarmac and cobbles and different things like that. So the impact that my knee takes in a marathon is pretty harsh, and I try and mitigate that through the training by doing a lot of stuff off road. But this year I'm trying to do something different. This year I'm going to lean down through diet by training with Eddie and then start the running process. So that's why you've seen me spend a lot of time in the gym through my Insta and Snapchat stories. When it comes to diet, I don't believe there's any such thing as a diet. All you have really is healthy and unhealthy eating, because everything you eat is part of a diet, and the fitness industry is full of people throwing out loads of different diets, and this diet works, 6 weeks this, 4 weeks that, and really what people need to realize is that everyone's body is different, so you need to find out what works for you and then kind of tweak that, work around that. So what I've been doing is I've got like a diet program that I've been following, and week to week I just kind of tweak things here and there and just see how my body reacts over a period of time. But there's so many different diet programs out there, it's quite easy to be overwhelmed, and I think the first thing people need to do is reprogram in their minds what the word diet actually means. Diet just means what you put in your body. It doesn't mean going on a harsh calorie counting and cutting process. Diet just means what you put into your body, what fuel you put into your body. And if you think of it like fuel, you wouldn't put diesel in an unleaded car, and you wouldn't put unleaded in a diesel car. And it's the same when it comes to your diet. If you put the good foods in and you cut out the sugars and all those different things, then you'll be putting good fuel into your body, and your body will react to it. Just try and decode or demystify that word diet. Everything you eat is part of a diet. What you put into your diet makes it good or bad. And really, you just got to think about the balance. Look at the labels, see what you're putting into your body, and just remember, it's such a big industry now, and there's so many people trying to sell magic pills, and there is no magic pill. It's just about changing daily habits. Habits are a tough thing to break because they creep up on you, and before you know it, I don't know, say after you've watched a movie, or when you go to the movies, maybe you like to have popcorn, sweets, chocolate, ice cream, whatever. And it's not that you don't have them, but if you go in 2 or 3 times a week and you're having it every time you go, it's a cumulative effect. And so breaking habits is a tough thing to do. Like, I know my granddad used to love having a cigarette after a meal, so it didn't really matter whether he wanted a cigarette or not. It's just his habit was when he finished a meal, he'd have a cigarette. And people build really crazy habits with eating. When you see the magazines selling you 4-week abs and 3-week biceps and all these different things, there's no quick fix to achieving a look that you want to have or a feeling that you want to feel. It's just about creating good habits, understanding what the bad habits are, and working out ways to break them. So if you think you would maybe reach for a chocolate bar, try and reaching for something like an apple or a banana, handful of nuts, different things like that. It's about replacing bad habits with good habits, and over a period of time, those things will make a difference.
Thank you for listening to Life in Perspective episode 3. We'll be back next week with another topic. Stay posted on Twitter at Rev0107 and we'll find out what we're going to talk about. Don't forget to use the hashtag Life in Perspective.